And then finally I will explain from online approach to online community, because nowadays not about just physical space, but more about the people they live online. Think about everybody, we take how many hours per day we use our phones. We are really involved in this kind of virtual space. If you like it, if you don't like, but you're already there. So this is why I think from this point, the new kind of social movement, or also the business, also the new economic system are really established by like social medias or by like e-commerce or other kind of like AI, VR, AR, this kind of system. So finally I will make this kind of conclusion. So first, I think everybody knows this movie. Eh? I think I don't want to explain more about it, but we already know we already live in this kind of the context. Like we jump from the reality to virtualities every day, every hour, even every minute. So, but the problem is this kind of the system is really organized by new capital, new money. It's not old money. It's new money. I think Singapore or America, China, I think will face the same problem. It's like how the new money work. It's not traditional bank system or not traditional that kind of the real estate development. So the new money, it's what? It's people's data. It's kind of information. It's new system. So we have to really think about that. Every people will have to find a new route in the future if we don't want to lose our place, lose our position nowadays. We have to really think about that. Now we have the war, China-American war, but I think the American is kind of trade war. But the important thing is the two big countries they try to be the top one in digitalization. That is the most important things during this trade war. Trade war is not important. The money war or currency things is not the main issue. The main issue is who will get this technology and who will. So I think to Singapore, I think we also have to think about that. We have also digital company from America, also digital from China. We should really involve this together. We make integrate link this kind of the maybe technology. We should make a new one. This is why I think Singapore will play much more bigger roles in future, more than now. Because now we are harbor. Harbor is limited by the space and by the old money. But to the virtual space, even if you are very small, you can be the world. So I think that is opportunity to Singapore. But most importantly is also they have a disadvantage. Disadvantage is the people. We are the nation. We are a nation. We have to get together. It means that everybody should be participate. It's not just maybe top people they can play this game. Everybody should be involved. So that is really important to Singapore, also to China, also to America. It's why we have this new kind of political process nowadays, even in UK. So I think that is the most important nowadays. We have to rethinking about that. And that is most important with urban planner, with strategic planner, we have to think about it. So in this kind of context, I introduced my experience. I was involved, I was participating on the Great Paris planning in 2008. And the 10 top design company and design firm of the world involved. I follow my supervisor, Paulo Vegano. We do this project, but I think we have the same kind of conclusion. This is for Logis, the same. Because we see the downtown of Paris is really isolated from their body, I mean the suburban or the other district. So it means that this is why in 2006 and 2007 they have a lot of social movement, like the presidents like Sarkozy try to rebuild Paris. Rebuild Paris for what? It's not just for this kind of physical linking, but also for belonging. But unfortunately, after this project, we only can do is make this kind of the mobility. this is, I think, another kind of Singapore, right? Because they make a high speed, this kind of metro, and then they make this kind of the centers for every district and link to the town, link to downtown. That is Singapore model, actually. So it means that 2008 only make solution like this. But more important is like how the new belonging of the Paris. People should be proud. I'm Paris people, but why you are Paris? I'm not. Or why you feel you are Paris? You are in the Paris. You live in Paris because the people around here, like the young people around here, they think, no, we are not living in Paris. We are living somewhere. We don't know. This is why they have the really big immigration movement in 2006. Until now, this kind of this April, I was in Paris. I still be involved for this kind of how do you say, the continued project with the new president like Macron. Now he also think about, wow, the most important, the people have to participate the digitalization. Digitalization is his really important political agenda, but still this problem. So the second project I was leading this. I think it's very interesting because Dutch people, I was in Delft and work with the RDH. We work together on this project. And Dutch people, I think, are really smart and really open because they ask me, I'm a foreigner, to think about how this kind of the strategic planning of the Randstad, the South Ring. So, because we think about that, wow, you from the other country culture, now living in our Netherlands, you see, with people from different area. In the Randstad, we are not like traditional Dutch people, I mean. So, think about you guys, how you think about this. This is why our team from 5 countries, we think about, oh, what's the future? What's the future? This kind of vision to the Randstad South Ring from the Den Haag, from the Leiden, Delft, Den Haag, and the Rotterdam. What's that? What's the vision? So, we really teach them their traditional canal system, and I introduced we make a new kind of the water transportation system, and they were very surprised. They said, "Oh, we're in the new century, but do you still think about the 700 years ago this kind of transportation system?" I said, "No. Why Dutch people? Why is Netherlands? Because of the water management. We be together because we have to make this a big project. It's not about the project, it's about the nationality created by this kind of the project. So this is why we should find a new belonging by not just for the project, but also for daily life. This is why I suggest then the daily life, the daily transport, the daily this kind of lifestyle is the most important for Dutch people to renew their belonging and also put this kind of the things online in the journals and analysis and make this together. We make a new kind of the belonging system, new kind of community, this kind of core. So finally, I think they are very open ideas and they accept it and we go on and we really do research about this kind of the history of this canal with the traditional, the royal family was in Delft and then linked to Rotterdam and Leiden and then also link this canal system with the high-speed mobility system and also put some structure point like here. And the really interesting is this post-industrial area be renewed, be revamped by our strategy. Think about nowadays by train, by highway, cannot accept there, but by water transport, link with the highway with the highway with the road. It's really easy to get there. So this becomes a new kind of financial innovation park and also the kind of the digitalization innovation center. So we fund more than 15% of their new lab for their urban development. So that is, I think, everybody happy and they see here not just about social issue, also it's about business, also it's about economic opportunity. Because we think about why people was here. Why? It was the center of this area for 100 years. They can be renewed and they can play more bigger role in future. And also we can transport this kind of the boat, the new kind of the boat with a high-speed boat, and that's not image, the thing of the water transport is not very good, it's not right, because we can develop the new tool, right? And with also and there's no traffic jam, right? And it's really good experience. Think about it. We get a bicycle, and then we find the canal, like a park, small park, we also design for another, then we change to water transport and we go. Even you think about it, take a cycling to airport. We can. You think there's here is here is Rotterdam airport. So you can take cycling to the boat, then you go to the Rotterdam airport. So you can link this together. So that is the Rotterdam airport doesn't really use the nowadays, but they can be more in future by national or maybe even a more interesting airport. And also one of the project I designed, and we do this because it was charged and it transferred to the innovation studio. So also with this kind of system, all the data can be collected, and all the kind of promotion by government, also by the developer, they can be making kinds of association together, and these kind of things can also be participated by people, because they can participate with the check-in and also the theater times, and with this system, the theater time to 10% to 20% of time, and around 15% of the money. So this is why people like to use it, and people give the comments, and people be participated in this kind of the project. And then the software and understand the Randstad complete. We have completed with Berlin and the Paris, the big regions, and also cooperated with it. We have found our identity. That's the most important thing nowadays. And also interesting things is in China, because we talk about Europe, all about how to make the organized system online. But in China, as we just see the video, this is a project which iVillage, we linked this kind of local community development. And the one here, one in Bali, in Indonesia, I will show you later. But anyway, what I want to see is that without this kind of infrastructure, the digital infrastructure now is more important, and also it's quite a meaning. So, how does social media change this kind of relationship and change this kind of space transformation? Like in China for the last 30 years, I think still until now we have this problem with the real estate development. We have the cities with the citizens, urban economy and urban conflicts, and also the environmental issue and that. And then Singapore invests a lot in China. Now it's point, now it's time. We think about our money in China, how transform to next term, because now we know the China real estate will get down, and so this kind of land financial system should be updated. Also, this kind of the region, this kind of the city clusters, somehow now they're ready with social media and the e-commerce online. So that is 2014. So I'm very happy to meet Jack Ma. We really think about how the e-commerce from this kind of just a commerce issue became to national strategy. This is suggesting we discuss, and I really think about the rural-urban issue that as Chinese the main issue should become to the national strategy. So this is why in 2014, after 2 months, the Alibaba, I think they are really necessary, and they put this kind of rural strategy. Rural strategy is like a new strategy with more than 10 departments from their 30 departments, include with anti-financial, Thailand logistics, rural Taobao, and the entertainment system, and the Ali healthcare, and those kind of the departments, they get together to be involved. The main idea is, I propose to bring all online urban service to rural China, not just the rural village, in town. Because today I don't want to talk more about Chinese history, but China, in history, the urbanization is within their towns. It's not within their big city. Beijing and Hangzhou, this kind of big city in China is important, but the financial center is not in Beijing. In Qing Dynasty, it's in Pingyang, right? And the sleep, this kind of the trade center is not in Hangzhou. In Ming Dynasty, it's in Shenzhexiang. It's like a small town. So town system is China, this kind of the rural urban relationship system for 1,000 years with the human resources, with the information flows, with the logistic system, with the canal system. So anyway, this kind of system can be updated nowadays with the e-commerce, with the social media system. So that is like the online business index and the online shopping index. We see in the Yangtze River Delta and the Jingjinyi, it's developing very fast. Of course, here I think if we add the tensions deltas, the year will be very important. Delta place. And furthermore, also the local village and the towns, they be involved because they develop this kind of the small business, the industry in the town, and also in other kind of service system. They develop very fast. From 2006, only one Taobao village. Taobao village, I don't need to explain more. It's like here, and now it's more than 2,000. So you think about one village maybe with 1,000 people or 10,000 people. They be involved. They opened 1,000 online shop. Every online shop for maybe one family. And also some new immigration come, immigrants come. It means that they really develop new kind of industry system. This is grows up. This is grassroots system. This is bottom-up system. And also, be made at the top-down. I be involved in a lot of different projects to help them design from their traditional, very this kind of a studio. This is now, even 3 years ago, this is like the furniture studio. Like one family have one, For example, in this one, in the Double 11, the November 11 e-commerce festival, just one 3 hours, they sell more than 10 million furniture. 10 million online. 10 million is that you sell it and then you. So this kind of things, this kind of the workshop in this village, more than 1 week. And this is in the village. In this village, the logistics from like different kind of company, more than 30. This is 8 p.m. So it means that, so in China, I think this is traditional, when this new technology comes to China, the growth goes very fast because if you are allowed to do something, you can really do it because traditional, every farmer in China is a businessman because you see, in 1,000 years, they treated as a really good businessman. This is why Chinese people, they work very hard all over the world, right? They're all from rural China, right? We can see like that because before 1949, only 10% of people live in city, right? So, okay, so that's kind of early system. I think I already mentioned about that. And also this system, the delivery, not just from city to city, also from town to village, from town to town. So with 180 thousand this kind of the station, and includes the now more than 30,000 points in the rural area. So it's a really big kind of network. And furthermore, the Taobao rural Taobao, they also start this kind of the service centers from county level and the village level. The county level, it's like 2,000 square meters with 1,000 logistic space and like maybe 200 this kind of digital government and showcase with decision office and then with innovation office and other treatment office was 200. So normally 2,000. And the government somehow, they all transferred by old factory, by old building. And in other times, in the village, this like every village or every 3 or 4 villages share this kind of the one e-commerce stations. But the most important is not about this kind of station, this big space, but it's about they can be used with the early data and can be treated with early kind of the intertrain system, and they can be powered with these early systems. Think about the people without high school degree. They also can be involved and really enjoy this kind of the, anything. They do the best of them. They can make better strategies for themselves, and even some of them they know this area with e-commerce, with the commerce issue more than mayor of the content, because people they're very smart. Every village can find maybe around 10 very good, smart young guys, And now more and more young people come back with this kind of the export program, right? And more young people come back, they be treated. And always, if China have the outside this kind of the trade war, the inter-trade will be very fast. It happened. It was in the Japanese War, also, the Second War, and also it's in that kind of the interwar, the Civil War.